Hey popsicles, I am back and let me make the should I not? I'm thinking, should I change my top so that it does not look like so that it looks like I filmed it on different days, or like what must happen? So let us try it. Let us try it. We are back on the same day, different t-shirts so that it looks different, but like, why am I telling you all that? Now you won't know it is the same day. Fine. With that being said, another one of my New Year's resolution is books, 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 and books. And I want to read more. I want to, like, reading more for me would be like less screen time, because like I spend my days, if I'm not Netflixing, I'm like on YouTube watching other people. If I'm not doing that recently, I will be trying to edit my own and put them out there, and that is a lot of screen time. So I'm trying to like read so that I get away from that. And I'm not one of the people that say, oh, reading has like, there's just these things when people are bookworms, they try to shame the other forms of ways in which you could do things. Like being on your screen all the time is not as bad, because you can still learn the same things the person learns over there. You can still do the same things. The same thing with music. For me, it's like everything could be a learning experience depending on how you take it. So I just feel like I need to incorporate all of them. I need to listen more. I listen to more podcasts these days. I need to read more, and as much as I need to watch useless things and watch informative things as well. So with books, there will be category of journals, because I wanted to start journaling also, to either put my feelings out there, put my achievements in like a book, put my ideas in a book, put everything else, like just write it, incorporate writing, because like you will hear about that more on another video, but like I just wanted to start writing more, and like writing more that was for me other than for mostly other people. So I wanted to do that. So I will start with the books that I want to read, because I don't know why, but like that's what I'm starting with. They're closer to me. Okay, so yes, and I know the TED Talk, but that's not what this is. That's not why this is. No. Okay. Uh, this I just loved her, because this is the person that, no, the first person who made me realize and loved the things I believed in and whatever was Nettie Scott. Nettie Scott MC. She's a rapper. So just type it on your Spotify, on your Google thing, on your Tibidi, whatever you use, okay? She was the first person to be like, oh yeah, I don't believe in the wrong things. It's just that they are demonized a lot. So I started accepting that this is what I believe in. And when I saw this TED Talk, I was already acquainted with the word feminist, but like it was not, I did not know exactly what it was about more than, I think it's more than some people was out there still saying we hate men, but like, it was more on the fact that, ASMR. Oh, and I like ASMR videos, especially the hair brushing ones. They just so. Oh yes. Okay. Talking about that, like I would say my experience with like discovering and understanding and coming into being with the fact that I am a feminist was the same thing with like ASMR. Like for the for the longest time it was something that I didn't know I like, or was something that was appealing to me, because for ASMR it was like all the weird side of YouTube, and everybody who was trying to imitate it that was not an ASMR YouTuber was just fucking it up. Then it didn't have the effect, so I was just like, what's the point of this? And then when I actually watched it myself, when Sophia yeah, her like when she made a video on like what it exactly it was, what it entailed, what this is, I realized, oh, this actually does appeal to me, and I started watching them like crazy. I just sit here and like I just feel tingles of just like so the same thing with being a feminist. I did not know, and it was demonized, and it was just seemed to be like this weird situation that was just not reasonable, that was just not attainable, that was just crazy to like even fathom. So when she said it and put it into words, and just it hit home, and it made me think, you're not on the wrong path, you are fine, you're right, you're okay. And you still have a lot more to learn, you still have a lot more to unlearn, but like you are okay, you don't believe in some weird phenomena. So this I have read and loved. This, it's simple as that. It was like part of my January reads. I'm not even done with my January reads, but like, you know, I love me, that's what matters in life. So how to raise a child to be feminist, or D.I.G. Awele, a feminist manifesto in 15 suggestions. So I saw this, she came on the Daily Show, and I saw her, she was talking about it, and I was just like, it's you, I will buy the book. Like, we don't need to talk much about it, I will buy the book. So I read it and I loved it. I really did love it. And cheers to having a child and raising it as a feminist. The other thing I'll get into is, I'm not done reading this book. This was part of my January reads. Ashamed is me! But like, what can I say? Like, this is it. I don't have much to say, but like, I really do love this book, and it just, I'm not done reading it, but like, wherever I am, it just keeps reminding me that enjoy this moment. And sometimes when I'm enjoying moments, I've realized that I kind of remove myself and think of them as a memory, and they're such a beautiful memory, even though they're such simple things. Like, we could just be walking down the street and I'd be looking like a mess, and we're having so much fun, and I'm like, when I remove myself from that situation, and just like, it's as if, like, you know how in movies, like, the spirit comes out and then watches you from above, like, it's sort of that experience. You can clearly see I watch a lot of movies, but like, you know, things happen. When I do that, I realize I'm having so much fun right now, so carefree, like, but careful at the same time. But it's such a nice experience, and I am so thankful that I could have been caught up on my, oh, my hair is a mess, I can't be out here looking like this, but because I'm not, I'm just having fun with my friends and just enjoying what exactly is that moment. It's so amazing. And I when I'm doing that, I realize I'm gonna have moments where when I look back at this time, it's just like, it was a great time even though we were not doing much. So I love this book, and I like the cover. I'm a sucker for cover. I love them. And I've always told my friends, if like books were not meant to be judged by their covers, they should have all been brown. But like, thank you for this cover. I love it. And moving on to the one I don't love. I love the contents of the book. I've never read the book, but I've heard his podcast with Oprah, and they were talking about it, and I love it. And I have known a few people who read it. Like, by known, I don't mean know personally. I mean, I saw a few YouTube videos on talking about people who read this, and they seem to love it, and it has things that I'm interested in knowing about. And yeah, I love this. But the cover. This has a pretty jacket, because it's one of those things where like this comes off, but like I'm thinking of gluing them together. Oh, why did I say that out loud? And again, I did not say the prices, so either I'll show them on screen or I'll put them down in the description below. So just check them out there. But then at the same time, it's like you're gonna buy it in different places. We are gonna buy them in different places. So do I need to do that? This is the lazy person inside me that is saying no, I should not. But like we'll see how the editing goes of this, if we even edit it. But ooh, a oneness with all life. Do I need to say more? No. If any of my classmates are watching this, they're probably wondering, and then why is this here? Because this is a book that we are currently doing at school, and I love this. Number one, I want, like, if there is a way to help without hurting, I want to know how, or how do you do that, or in what way do you do that even, or whatever the situation is. I really would like to know about it. And this is not a book I bought just for my school experience to make it easier or anything like that. It was something I bought because I genuinely want to know, how do I help people without hurting them? Because like we do have discussions in class where it's like obviously you help people in this way and then it ends up hurting them in that way, and whatever the situation is, this was just something that I was just like, I'd like to know how to do that, because in the near future or in the future in general, I would like to help, because right now I do help in a way in which I can. Even right now I also know how the hell do I help effectively. Whew. And then my favorite man. Not, you know what I mean, okay? You know the hell what I mean. This is a school book, but I love it because it's just, number one, the cover is amazing, really cute, and it has essential information, and I'd like to read it also just for leisure. What I've realized with my theology subjects and all is that they're so interesting, and I love to read them, but like because I'm rushing to submit an assignment, I never have enough time to really just marinate myself in the information and the situation. Like I know the little that I know, and it's so intriguing to me, and the thing is, I know there's deeper than this. There's levels to this. So I wanna hit those levels, because reading just alone and in my own serene space where I'm not rushing to submit anything is going to make me know exactly what is happening. Because I know a little when I'm trying to submit a situation, because I'm trying to curate it in a way in which it makes you mark like in the favor of me, but like when I'm reading this just for my information, I don't have to put it in a nice little package so that you understand it, so that you deem it academic or anything like that. It's just for me to know, and that's it. And I will hopefully be learning a lot of things from these things. So this one, why did I have an ebook for this that we got, and I decided to buy it anyway because it was one of my professors, and he's such an amazing person. So he's such an amazing person, so I thought I'd buy it. Like, and also I like having things in hard copy. I need to plant a few trees. With that being said, like I love having things in hard copy more than I love reading things and scrolling about, and like, because on top of that my eyes hurt. Like, you guys know I wear glasses, so my eyes hurt. It's just not always an ideal situation for me, but this is oh dang, I meant this is an ideal situation for me, but I always like brown cover, like brown papers more, and I'd always like if brown papers from books was from recycled materials, but you know, no, it does not always happen like that. But like, those are the books that I have right now. Hopefully sometime later saying anything, but lucky I am. We're gonna be doing another one of these because these books are part of the books that I'm like that I'll be reading this year. So let's get into journaling. I also want to start journaling. That's why I have these many journals, and I have decided that this one, the pretty one, the I am crazy, but we all know that. So this one is, oh, I love it. It's fabric. It's not whatever the other ones are, but like this one is fabric. And it's amazing on the touch, and it has pretty colors. I love it. So I've decided to make this like my stream of consciousness, and like other people's streams of consciousness are big, but I might not have that many thoughts when I go to bed, and if I do, I'll turn the page. So yeah, because like I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm not trying to just, you know, went from it on this whole thing, but like I also struggle with this when I write tests. I don't have much to say. Like what I'm trying to say can be said, it can be written in a sentence, okay? But like when I say it, it's a lot, but like when I write it, it's just like, yeah, I went to the store that day. Like, but when I say it in person, it's like, you know what happened when I went to the store that day? Like it's a lot, but like it's just, when I write it, it just becomes compressed and summarized, and yeah. So this is my stream of consciousness. It's small because I'll pick it anything. This I love because first of all, it's this color, and what is this? Oh, it's that. And this is my gratitude journal. Whenever I feel so grateful about something, or no matter how minor or anything like that, I write it down here. Should do an SMR video. And this, I don't know what this is for yet, but I bought it together with this other book. I'll go get it. Don't want to get up. This one, this is my list. This is my list book where I write lists of everything, list of shopping items, a list of like things I want to do. If I have a list of like, if I just have a flood of like YouTube video ideas, anything, this is like my playground. Like I can transfer it in other places when it's like cuter and makes more sense and amazing or whatever later on, but at the current moment it's just like yeah, you get it. Sorry. Like when it's in its raw stages, I write it down here in a form of a list. If it's things that could be written down as a list, I write it down here. And then this one, like I'll tell you when it is. I'll probably inform you on YouTube, so follow me. No, inform me on Instagram. Damn, what the fuck? Like inform you on Instagram about like what, like I've decided to make this. But my pretty little girl over here, she is cute. She is cute and I love her. Jesus Christ, I love her. So I decided to make this pink because it's a traveling journal, and traveling for me is like vibrant and like colorful and meaningful and happy, and just, and this color right here is and the colors that were there, this is the one that symbolizes it most, because if more than anything I would have taken a yellow because it's that, you know, for me. But like there weren't and other colors that were just as vibrant except a red, but like I don't want that. So here we are, and it's like this. It's like this, so I can turn it into whatever I want. So like I will keep you posted on how this goes, okay? Or I will keep, like, comment down below on where I should keep you posted, here or Instagram. So there's also this one. This one is plain. It's not much is going on. Not a lot of things is happening. It's just what it is. And this I've decided to make my healing journal. Because when I went to therapy last year, I realized that all these things that I needed to heal from were thoughts that have raced into my mind just so, like, in so much speed and so much, like, so, like, if I had taken the time to, like, in this case I'm using writing it down, but like to slow down the process and feel it a little more and understand it and unpack it and do that. I really do believe in that. And unpack it and do this, and like writing down things slows the process fucking down. Like, cause when you're in, oh my god, he could not have done that, how dare he, how dare she, they did this, they went out without me, like we've been friends for years and how dare they do this now? Like, what is his little ass doing over there? Does he like her, does he not like her, do they not like me, or whatever? Like, those are like thoughts rushing so much. But if it's like, how could he do this? Like, when you write it down, it's so much slower, so you think, how could he have done this? And what is the issue with this scenario? No. I have slowed down the words, but it does not even amount to how slow you write. So like when I'm writing it and I'm thinking about it and unpacking it, I feel the emotion more rather than running away from the emotion and just like, and my therapist used to be like, you're running from the pain, feel the pain. And I really do appreciate that. So I like, this is my way now of like continuing to slow down the pain, because I race through it as I've been taught. Like, you race through it, you cry, you like, even when people ask you like, what happened with the situation, you're just like, oh no, it didn't work out, and you move on from it. And like a lot of people asking, that's how you like come to think of it as like and then you think you are fine, but you're not, because you never really slow down to feel the pain. So like, this is my way of slowing down the pain and actually just like putting it some way. And yeah, and it's really just a plain thing. So yeah, this one, whoever did this, I hate them. With that being said, let's move on. In this one, they were together with this one. We'll get to this one in a second. And I like the size of them. I like books sized like this because it's so weird. We're not used to it. We're like used to this, or used to bigger books or stuff like that. I love when they just this size. So this is where I will be. Like, it's the layout is like this. I hope you can see it, but it made me think. I always get the thing that I was saying, was it? And yeah, it was exactly in this video where I was like, when I was talking about the reading books, it was exactly the thing that I learned from everything. I could kick a stone and then it does something there, and I take a lesson from that. So that's why I wrote life lessons in it, because like sometimes you do forget those things. I could be watching a movie and I'm thinking something, and then it flies from me, just gets away from me. So I really just wanted to have a book where I keep down all those life lessons or anything of that sort, or just like watch something and put down the most memorable things. I really want this book to be fun and like reflect the things I have learned. So look down on it later on and be like, oh my god, this is crazy, why would you think this, puppy, and erase it. Or be like, wow, you were thinking about this at this age, that is so cute. So here is my life lessons book. This one, Strictly School. Strictly School. So, you know, things happen, and I've never been one to take notes much, but like I've realized now I actually want to start doing that. Because when we tell ourselves, oh, I don't do that well, I do not like to do that or whatever, we never really try or start or whatever. So I've decided to start. So yeah, I've decided to start. That is gonna help me a lot. So yeah. I started doing that because this is my bullet journal. I've been trying to bullet journal. So at school I try to go with this too, and I try to plan my things here, and then the note section I try to do it here. So yeah, this is it. What else can I say? That really is it. I don't have much to say. I don't have not a lot to say. It's just that is what it is. I love these two books, and I loved them to be black because school. The personality of school would be this color. I'm just saying, you learn a lot, but this color is the precise one. So, I am so tired of doing this. I've been doing these videos for a while now. Tired. I'm gonna go ahead, drink my things, try go shopping, and yeah, just figure out how to go about doing my other things in life. But you have seen the New Year's resolutions that I've been trying to implement in my life, and one of the resolutions was exactly this, like to improve and implement more like things. And like I don't want to say a particular thing because that's not what I'm trying to focus on my YouTube channel this year. Like I am trying to focus more on the fact that to grow it, and to grow it in a manner that is actually growing. Because like last year I spoke to you guys about the fact that I had been like telling people, oh, watch my videos, and they kind of did, but not really. They kind of went there, clicked, saw the views go up and like left, and then it would get you excited when you get into the video and you're like, oh my god, 100 100 views, and then you go on at the back and you see that people are not even watching this for more than 1 minute. So you had spent all this time and come up with a 20-minute video, you've spent all this time come up with a 5-minute video, but it's not making a difference. Nobody's watching. So now this time around I'm trying to make videos that are actually being watched, and people who actually like them are actually watching them. So this is what I'm trying to be like, be more engaged. Comment down below on like what could be improved, what could not be improved, what I should keep in the same condition, or whatever the case may be. But like I really just want us to be engaged and grow together.